Your Muratus volans, or maybe Muratus speciosus? But your friends, if you had any and if they hadn't been eaten, would call you Peacock Spider. A majestic name, which evokes images of royalty, iridescent feathered fans, and palatial gardens. Science, with its usual sarcasm, has given you a name that means the flyer or dancer, classifying you as one of the most beautiful creatures in the microcosm. But don't be fooled by the marketing. You're not a king, you're not a bird, and you're certainly not a free artist. You are a doomed clown, a sequined gladiator trapped in a body the size of a grain of rice, living on the most hostile continent on Earth, Australia. Her life is the ultimate proof that beauty is not a blessing. It is a target painted on her back. And that performance art is actually a choreographed death sentence. Its existence begins not with a birth, but with a mass hatching inside a silk bag, hidden under a dry leaf or a bark tree. You are one of hundreds of tiny, transparent, hungry siblings. And here begins its first humiliation, the scale. You are born with about a millimeter. The world is not only big, it is an incomprehensible and terrifying vastness. For you, a drop of rain is not water. It's as a hydraulic pump that can crush you or drown you in a bubble of surface tension that you do and have the strength to escape. A grain of sand is a stone is a mountain. And a blade of grass is a dense, impenetrable forest where monsters lurk. His childhood is a marathon of paranoia. You're a member of the Salticidae family, the jumping spiders, which means you do and have the luxury of building a web and waiting for nature's Uber Eats to deliver a fly. No. You are an active hunter. You have to get out, crawl, and jump to kill. But with its ridiculous size, the list of things you can eat is pathetically short, while the list of things you can eat is endless. Ants are like armored war tanks that attack in swarms. Wasps are aerial fighters that want to paralyze you and lay eggs inside you so that the larvae eat you alive from the inside out. Even other spiders, including their own distant cousins, see you as a crunchy and convenient snack. You live in a state of constant sensory alertness. Its 8 eyes, including the 2 large headlights that give you that deceptively cute look, are its only defense. You see the world in high definition, detecting movement at distances that, for your scale, are kilometers. But this keen vision is a curse, as you see death coming from all angles. You spend your first few months shedding your skin, growing millimeter by millimeter, desperately trying not to be noticed. You're brown, gray, dull. Your youthful camouflage is your best friend. You are invisible, and being invisible is the only way to be safe. But then puberty arrives, and with it the final genetic betrayal. If you were a female, you would remain brown, safe, and camouflaged, focused only on eating and growing. But you were unlucky enough to be born male. Your body begins to change. Its abdomen, once discreet, develops side flaps and a coloration that defies any logic of survival. You get scales that reflect light in shades of electric blue, blood red, golden yellow, and velvet black. You become a walking neon sign in the middle of the brown burlap. Nature stripped off your camouflage and dressed you in a 70s disco outfit, screaming at every predator within a 10-meter radius. I'm here. I'm colorful. Eat me. Your beauty is the end of your security. You have not become strong. You've become fabulous and vulnerable. Now an adult, with its ridiculous 4 or 5 millimeters in length, its brain is hijacked by a single chemical imperative, to find a female. You stop eating. Hunger is replaced by suicidal lust. You begin to wander the territory, abandoning any caution, propelled by pheromones that float in the air like the perfume of death. And then, you find it, the female. She's gigantic compared to you. It is monotonous, brown, hairy, and has chelicerae fangs that can pierce its colorful exoskeleton as if it were paper. She's not looking for a partner. She's looking for protein. To her, you are not, at first, a lover. You are a very colorful and annoying cricket. Your mission is to convince her, against all her predatory instincts, that you are worth more alive than dead. And you have only one tool for that: dance. The stage is set up. You climb a branch or a rock, positioning yourself in its field of vision. The terror begins. You lift your colored abdomen vertically, unfurling your side flaps like a fan, creating a shield of mesmerizing colors. But this is not enough. You lift your third pair of legs, which are covered in tufts of white or black hair, and begin to shake them frantically. It's not just any dance. It is a choreography of military precision. You have to shake your legs at a specific rhythm, vibrate your abdomen to create seismic signals that travel across the floor to her legs, and move from side to side like a hallucinated pendulum. You are an air traffic controller under the influence of amphetamines, trying to stop a cargo plane that is coming towards you without brakes. The tension is unbearable. The female turns to you. Your giant black eyes stare at you. She doesn't smile. She doesn't applaud. She evaluates. She's calculating whether the energy expenditure of copulating with you is more than worth the calories she'd gain by chewing on you right now. If you get the rhythm wrong, if you stumble, if your color isn't vibrant enough, if you don't vibrate the ground at the exact frequency that pleases the sensory receptors in her paws, game over. There is no second chance. There is no try again. She jumps. The attack is so fast that you don't even process the pain. In a millisecond, you are a dancer. The next, you're a juice. During the dance, you have to play the most dangerous statue game in the world. As you shake your legs and show off your peacock abs, you slowly advance towards her, centimeter by centimeter. But the female is volatile. If she makes a sudden movement, if she lifts her front legs in an attack position, or if she simply looks disinterested and looks away, you have to freeze. You stop mid-step, one leg in the air, trembling with exhaustion, keeping your fan open. You stand motionless like a colored stone, praying that her predatory instinct will subside. You wait, 1 minute, 2 minutes. The Australian sun beats down on your back, cooking your internal fluids, but you can't move. If you move while she is in hunt mode, you die. It is a test of physical and psychological endurance. You are a hostage of your own libido, paralyzed before your executioner. Sometimes it moves forward aggressively. You retreat, but you can't run away because the biological imperative holds you there. You try to change the routine. You shake your legs faster. You vibrate your abs harder, spending your last reserves of metabolic energy. You're screaming in spider language, "Look at me, I'm healthy. My genes are great, please don't eat me." It is the supreme humiliation, having to beg for your life through tap dancing. And the irony? Sometimes the female has already mated. She already has another male's sperm stored. She doesn't need you. But she watches the show. She lets you dance, expend energy, humiliate yourself, only to ultimately decide you're a little hungry. You are the entertainment of the dinner, and also the dinner. Let's say you're the Baryshnikov of spiders. You've performed the perfect dance. The colors were vibrant, the seismic vibrations were impeccable, and you managed to mesmerize the giant. It allows you to get closer. You climb onto it, trembling, still expecting a fatal bite at any second. The act of mating is fast, clumsy, and terrifying. You insert your pedipalps, your reproductive organs that are in the face, looking like boxing gloves, and transfer the genetic material. Did you win? No. Now begins the escape from death. As soon as the act ends, the spell of the dance breaks instantly. The female returns to being what she has always been, a voracious predator and now possibly angry. You're inches away from her fangs. Its biological usefulness is over. To her, you're now just an empty nutrient packet that can help nourish the eggs you've just fertilized. It is the ultimate recycling of nature. You have to jump away. You have to run like you've never run in your life. Many males, exhausted by dancing and mating, are too slow. They are grabbed and devoured by their own partner, becoming the first food of their own children. It is the final and involuntary paternal sacrifice. If you manage to escape, what awaits you? A long and prosperous life? Of course not. The life of a male peacock spider is pathetically short. You live about a year, and most of that time has been spent growing up. Now, as an adult, his body is worn out. Dance has consumed his reserves. Its colors, once bright, begin to fade or get dirty. You wander through the woods, an old retired dancer only a few months old, looking for perhaps one more female to try his luck, but increasingly weaker. You don't die of old age in a comfortable web bed. You die of exhaustion, or you get caught by one of those ants you avoided in childhood, or by a bird that saw the blue glow of your abdomen from 50 meters away. His tiny, colorful corpse crumbles into the Australian dust, and no one notices. The great joke of your life is that all this complexity, all this color, all this elaborate dance, evolved only because the females of your species are demanding and dangerous. You are the result of an evolutionary arms race, where the weapon is not a cannon, but a fan of feathers on the butt. Evolution turned you into a work of art, but not so that you would be admired, but so that you could be judged. You are a picture that needs to paint yourself every second so as not to be burned. You have no dignity. You have no rest. You have only the frenetic rhythm of a biological clock ticking in time with your trembling legs. You were born into a world of giants, equipped only with sequins and a dance move. You spent your life in fear, in hiding, only to emerge in a moment of suicidal glory, dancing to a monster that sees you as a menu. After all, why is it horrible to be born as a peacock spider? Because you are nature's smallest joke, a being whose beauty only serves to postpone one's own execution, condemned to live life as an eternal test of hearing where the only negative criticism is death. You are the colorful clown of the microcosm, and the circus is on fire.